I made a YouTube short telling you guys to ask me any question you have for me as a young dad, and that video got over 300 comments. That's a lot. That's a lot. So I picked out 50 of them. There's no particular order. I just have a folder full of screenshots, and I'm going to be going through them. Also, I want to say thank you for all the support lately. I really appreciate it. Let's just get into this. What are your son's favorite things right now? Trucks and soccer balls, basketballs, footballs, but mostly trucks. Do you get any looks or stuff like that when you're in public? Not really. I mean, maybe, and I just don't know about it, but generally in public, people, if they say anything or look at me, they kind of just say how cute my son is. So how do you feel when your son's not there? It sucks. I don't have him right now at the time of filming this, and I miss him a lot, but I also know that it's important for him to have time with his mom and give me time to, make this video or do homework or, do work, whatever I have to do. Do you have a strange passion for grilling, mowing the lawn, and golfing? I love this question. Yes, I do. Has your son ever asked why daddy and mommy aren't together? How do you respond? No, he's way too young to understand any of that stuff. Also, we've been broken up for a long time, so he probably won't ever remember what it was like to have both his mom and dad together and raising him. That's a sad thing. I think that is sad, but at the same time, I can see why that's sort of going to be a protection for him because, if you don't remember it, then you don't know what you don't have. Are you going to marry a new girl or stay a single dad? I'm young. I want to get married. I got a long life ahead of me. So no, I'm not planning on staying a single dad. I'm not just giving up. I give up. How did you tell your parents? Well, my baby mama and I sat down with my parents after dinner, and we said, we have something to tell you, and I said, she's pregnant, and my mom started crying, and my dad kind of just started, nodding his head. What is one of the biggest sacrifices you had to make when being a young dad? Hope you had a great Father's Day. I did have a great Father's Day, and probably the biggest sacrifice, that's a good question. It's not one specific thing, it's more just it's just freedom in the most broad sense. Just the freedom to do whatever you want whenever. I don't have that. Is it ever scary meeting new women as a young dad? What were some hard moments your son got you through? No, I mean, it's not scary. I'm just like everyone else, except I have a little package. I got a little extra going on in my life. But no, it's not scary at all. It's just who I am. I mean, this is just me. What were some hard moments? I mean, my son basically saved me. I was really dealing with just kind of I don't want to be here. I have no purpose, that sort of thing. And I found out that my son is my purpose. So he saved me. Here's my Q&A. What is one word you would describe your journey and development as a father? One word? That's not fair. This is going to sound cheesy, but I'm going to just say love, because love is the only way that this thing works, and you will love your kid. And when your parents tell you that they love you more than it's true. I didn't know what the hell love was until I met my son. I was like, oh my god, I love this kid. Are you planning on getting into another relationship to help support the child? No, it's not because I need help or I need extra support. It will be helpful. I'm assuming that she will be helpful towards my son and have a good relationship with my son, but it's not because I need help. You know what I'm saying? What is your favorite thing about being a dad? P.S. I love the video so far. They are really sweet. Keep it up. My favorite thing is just the unique bond with someone. He is my best friend in a way. That's a unique relationship that no one else has with him, and I don't have it with anyone else other than him. How are you approaching dating as a young dad? That's a good question. It's not as different as people think. I think it might be easier for a single dad than a single mom. At the end of the day, it's about, if you love me, then you'll love my kid. So it is a make or break. If you don't get along with my kid, then sucks to suck, man. What is some advice for future dads you would give? That's a good question. I would say enjoy every moment, enjoy all the stages, and be present. Don't always be thinking about what you're doing next or worrying about all these things, even though there are real things you need to worry about. Just try to just like sit there with your kid and do whatever the kid's doing and just enjoy the moment. What if you had a daughter instead of a son? I don't think anyone has asked this. Well, I'd probably raise her differently. I'd obviously love them the same, but let's just say that I was very happy when I found out that he was a boy. There's something really special about the father-son bond that I just love. So, did you lose friends when you became a father at such a young age? P.S. I love how you play outside with your son and you don't give him an iPad. God bless you. Thank you. I don't think so. I mean, if there were some people that, you know, cut me off or stop being friends with me that I either don't know about or I don't remember, then that's kind of just on them. Like, whatever, you know, like if you're not gonna be friends with me because I had a kid, then that just says more about you than me. What would you do if your son only liked the mom and not you? Well, you know, God forbid that ever happens. That's definitely not the case right now. Let's just say it was. I mean, once he's 18, I guess he has the right to do whatever he wants, but up until then, hey buddy, you're stuck with me half the time, so buckle up. I don't know. That's a weird question. That's not gonna happen. Is there going to be much of a difference between how you were raised and how you will raise your son / any differences in parenting? I mean, of course, yeah. I mean, I want to take the good things my parents did and apply it to my son. And then anything that I maybe disagree with or didn't like, you know, I'll tweak it. I'll change it in little ways. And then, you know, my son's going to do the same thing with his kids. And that's how you better the next generation. I mean, yes. The answer is yes. What's the biggest disadvantage and advantages of being a dad young? Biggest disadvantage is definitely money. Definitely money. And the advantage is youth and energy. Do you believe in God and do you teach your son about God? Yes and yes. If you don't mind me asking, how often do you get to see your son? Does he stay with you on weekends and stays with his mom on weekdays? By the way, happy late Father's Day. Thank you. No, I see him like 3-4 times a week. It's not based on weekdays and weekends. It's based on a lot of other factors. What are the pros and cons of having a kid at such a young age? I think the pros are, you know, really the feeling of you're that much closer to that kid. You can relate to that kid that much more because you're closer in age. The cons is I don't have everything figured out. If I was like 40 and he was like my 4th child, you know, I'd have all that experience. And so I guess one of the cons is this is also my first time being a dad, and this is his first time living. So that's a little tricky. Other than your own parents, what main sources helped you learn how to be a good parent? You know, I've had some other role models in my life that I've been able to look at on as you know, examples of good fathers, or just good parents in general. But also, I mean, being a good parent is one of those things where like you kind of just gotta you just gotta do it, dude. What was your son's first word? Dad. How did you manage your time with studying and working? Oh, it was really hard. That's probably one of the hardest things about parenting is time management. You kind of just have to use your free time towards those things instead of doing whatever the hell you want to do. Do you want to have more kids in the future? Yes, I love kids. Kids are awesome. I want 4. I think 4 is a good number. Or 3. 3 more. 3 more. Does your son still sees he's mom? What? Yes. The answer to your question is yes. Is it hard making enough money to feed both yourself and a child? And also, what does your boy eat? Well, initially, yes. When I was living in the apartment, you know, I was using food stamps to buy the food. But then once I moved out of the apartment, you know, my parents were helping me pay for my son's food and stuff like that. And also, he doesn't eat that much, and he basically just eats what I eat, you know? So if I'm making eggs, I just make 1 extra egg and give him some. If I'm making spaghetti, I'll eat spaghetti, and then I'll give him some of mine, you know? He likes fruit, he likes yogurt and granola. What's your favorite movie to watch with your son? We don't really watch movies, but if we do put on something on the TV, it's usually like a nature show or like... he likes construction vehicles, so it'll just be like a compilation of construction vehicles working. Other than your first moment with him, what was your favorite moment with your son? Oh, that's a good question. It's really hard to pick a moment. There isn't one. I don't have a favorite. I guess every time he says, I love you. Ronaldo or Messi? Does your kid have great-grandparents or great-great-grandparents? No great-great-grandparents, but he has met one of my grandpas, one of my grandmas, and he's met one of his grandmas and one of his grandpas on his mom's side as well. Are you afraid of your son's teenage years, or are you more excited for him to grow up? Oh no, I can't wait till he gets older. I don't want to rush it, obviously, because he's really cute right now and all nice and cuddly, and he's probably gonna get in fights with me when he's a teenager. But no, I think the older he gets, the more fun he is, in my opinion. His personality comes out more and more. What sport/hobby would you want your son to partake in? His mom and I both played pretty competitive soccer, and he's already really good at soccer for a 2-year-old. So definitely soccer and whatever other sports or hobbies he wants, but soccer is required just because he has the genes for it. What color is your toothbrush? It is green. How do you handle criticism/judgment from others, as I'm sure you must get people making comments on the young dad part? I mean, people make jokes and stuff about it, but there's not much you can judge, at least in a negative way. Like what are you gonna say? Oh, haha, you took responsibility. If they do try to criticize, the whole, being a young dad and, making someone else a young mom, they're ignorant of how that all went down anyway. So, hey, it just says more about them than me. Do you ever feel like you missed out on the usual young and wild phase? Or did being a dad early give you something way more real? I mean, definitely gave me something way more real. Yes, I have felt the FOMO. I have missed out on the young and wild phase. But, dude, first of all, I still have fun. I still do cool things. You definitely don't get to do it as much. But also, that stuff is so pointless anyway. Doing it every once in a while is kind of the way to go anyway, if I'm being honest. I think that having your son has shaped you into a better person. Do you have advice on how to overcome a unexpected challenge and become better from it? I mean, yes, I've definitely become a better person since becoming a dad. And when it comes to overcoming unexpected challenges, you just gotta face it. Stop delaying it. Stop trying to find loopholes. 90% of the time, there's no way to just get out of certain challenges. You kind of just do it and try to learn from it. How do you manage your child, college, and everything else? Well, I take online classes now. I didn't. For the first year of having him, I took in-person classes, and that was crazy. And that's when I was living in the apartment with my baby mama and my son. That was crazy. But then I started taking more online classes than in-person, and now I'm completely taking online classes. You still try to date as a young father. Are you nervous about getting someone pregnant again? Laughing emoji. Do you aspire to find a good stepmom for your son? Yeah, I'm still planning on dating. I'm a young guy. I want a wife, you know what I mean? Am I nervous about getting someone pregnant again? I mean, I'm fine. I know what I'm doing. That's a weird question. I don't know why I answered that one. And do you aspire to find a good stepmom for your son? Like I kind of said before, it's not necessarily something that needs to happen soon because my son's mom is still in his life. I'm not in need of a stepmom right now. Are you planning on getting into another relationship to help support the child? No, it's not because I need more support with the child. It's not because I need help or anything like that. I'll have my next relationship, and I'm sure that, she and my son will have a great relationship themselves, but it's not because I need help from anyone else. Have you started a savings account for him? Yes, I have. Whenever I get money for his birthdays or his baptism and stuff like that, I don't touch that money. That's purely for him. Do you still talk to your son's mom? By the way, he is adorable and you are a great father. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, we have to a certain extent. I really try to not talk to her on a personal level at all. There's no, hey, how are you doing today? And not even that. It's usually just, hey, I'm planning to pick up my son at this time at this location. That's basically it. It's almost like a business relationship. Do you play video games still? And if so, what game? Keep up being a great dad. Thank you. Yeah, I'm a big gamer. I don't know why you asked that question. Is it because of the headphones? Is that what's giving it away? Maybe. I don't know. I play a lot of games. It kind of depends on the mood. Sometimes it's Counter-Strike. Sometimes it's Minecraft. Sometimes it's Battlefront. Sometimes it's Age of Empires, Team Fortress 2. There's lots of games. It kind of just depends what I'm feeling. What is something that you never learned when you were young that you want to teach or will teach your son? I think once he starts going to school and like making friends and stuff, I think you know, picking the right friends, like quality is more important than quantity. How did you handle the situation financially? I had a lot of help from family. I had also, you know, racked up a decent amount of money beforehand. And then also the government, when you declare yourself as a single parent with a dependent, they are helpful. So I'm very, very thankful for that. If you were to go back and have to do it all over, would you do it the same? That's a little bit of a trick question because I think everything that's happened for a reason, and I've grown so much, and I absolutely adore my son, and I wouldn't want my son to be any different than how he is right now. Yes, there are obviously things relationally that I wish I did different with his mom, but I'm really happy right now. Is your name really Judah? Yes. Please put this in the next video. The best thing you can do for your son and you is to get married to your son's mom. It's the best thing to do because it will make him happy in life, and you as well. Having married parents is the best thing to have as a kid, and it means a lot to him and you. I already know it. It will be hard, but it is worth it. Stay safe, homie. So, the reason I'm putting this in the video is because he's not wrong. I mean, the statistics show it. It is very important for kids to have married parents. They're much healthier, they're much happier, and that is something that I wish. That's something that I did aim for, and like, so I'm not proud of it. I failed in that department, and I wish I could give that to him, but it's just not possible. But I'm putting this in the video only because he's absolutely right. Have kids in a marriage, stay together no matter what. It's best for the kids. So this dude is correct. Wow. Okay, that was a lot, but I hope I was able to answer your guys' questions. I want to post more content with my son, but I don't have him right now, and I wanted to do this Q&A anyway. So more content coming. Thank you to everyone that's been showing all the love. Seriously, it means so much. And thank you for everyone that turned on notifications. Helps me out a lot. So thank you, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.